Hello everybody, it's your girl LUBIA in the beautiful year of 2019. This video was supposed to go up like a month ago, but of course it didn't because it's me, and consistency in anything is a sin to me, so it didn't. Dropping a note here because I forgot to mention it, but if you like artwork that you see me draw on the screen, link is in the description to my Twitter where I posted it, so you can look in the description for more fun stuff. You can also like and subscribe if you enjoy the story. But anyway, I think that the Samuel Eid video was great already, and it's peak performance basically, but I just thought I might also record something else, like more serious video that people might want to watch. But besides that, by the end of 2018, I got rid of most toxic people in my life, so that the new year could start on a more positive note. And of course there will be more toxic people come and go in my life, but any good moment on this nasty lady of a planet is worth a little celebration in my opinion. It's fun not worrying about too much toxicity, so I wanted to take this moment and tell you a story from my DeviantArt days about one of the most toxic people that I've got to know. Take it with a grain of salt, as it was around 6 years ago when we were young and stupid, so things should have changed. The only problem about this story is that I don't remember too much about it. I had a few moments in my head that just stuck with me, but it's been 6 years, a lot of things have happened in my life, so some of my memories, I can't speak, just got lost. But not to worry, since my friend Melody was quote-unquote best friends with that person and she remembers most of the toxic things that she did. That's just a heads up that most of the story will be from my friend's perspective. I won't mention this person's real name, obviously, and not even their nickname, since I want it to be completely anonymous. Instead, I'll be calling her Wolf in Sheep's Clothing, just Wolf for short. Both me and my friend thought it would be very fitting. Let's start with the fact that her nickname wasn't even original. She wanted to take a nickname of a popular artist and just slap TV at the end of it. Melody misspelled her nickname and Wolf decided to keep it. It literally was the same as the bigger artist, just with places of 2 letters being changed. So with that fact alone, you can kinda guess what type of artist she was. Also, she tried to tell me that her nickname came from some sort of English exercise book when I asked her about it, but I never truly believed it. So from Melody's perspective, she had a tough time in middle school, not too many friends, can relate, and she ended up with Wolf as her best friend. Melody got really into drawing because of Wolf telling her that her drawings were great, which is ironic because she quickly got jealous of the attention that Melody was given because of her talent. So she started drawing too. They both loved watching YouTube and they ended up finding the artist that Wolf later based her nickname on, as well as my best friend, Maya. By this time, me and Maya became pretty good friends and were talking with each other a lot. So Melody and Wolf, through these YouTube videos, also found the holy side that was DeviantArt. Maya drew a request for Melody, and so Melody and Wolf decided to become friends with me and Maya. Really simple at times when becoming friends with someone was so simple. A part that I didn't know about, Wolf was so fascinated with my exquisite artwork that she decided to target me. And we became really good friends and still are, and Wolf is a great person. Except not. Important thing to remember, Wolf was tracing other people's work that she found on DeviantArt and YouTube. So she started talking with me practically non-stop, taking me away from Maya and leaving Melody alone. Even better, she told Melody that she can't talk neither with me or Maya. Why was that? Most importantly, the whole time she wanted to have control over Melody, so even if everyone would turn their backs against her, Melody still would be there to support her. If Melody would talk to us alone, she had the possibility of realizing that Wolf is in fact manipulating and using her. Wolf also didn't want us to know too much about her, and Melody was the only person who had such information. I'm flabbergasted at the level of manipulation that this teenager had. At the same time, Wolf was spreading lies to Melody behind our backs, telling her that we were very evil and wanted to hurt her. Wolf went from her Sonic phase to creepypastas as one of her friends started talking about Slenderman. Then she learned about Jeff the Killer and the fun began! Naturally, she also got me and one of our other friends into it. So we had our OCs, we made a team, we were writing shitty stories about them, etc, etc. I remember Wolf made Ask Jeff the Killer account, and she had the audacity to recolor someone else's artwork from another Ask Jeff. If she drew something by herself, you could spot it from a mile, but at this point nobody really wanted to point it out. Side note, by this time Wolf was barely talking to Melody. She still didn't know that Wolf recolored the work of other artists. Melody was drawing almost everything that Wolf asked her to, and actually Melody was the one who designed Wolf's creepypasta OC. At some point, Wolf was even threatening one of her in real-life friends with a fucking knife. Imagine being such a low point that you threaten someone with a knife. Extra point if that person is also your friend. And that's not the only situation like this. From what Melody said, she was overall really abusive towards others. And here I mean physically. It's like when people say that by playing violent video games you will become violent yourself. No honey, it only works on people who are already mentally corrupted. Like Wolf, and the violent video game for her were creepypastas. Good thing she didn't murder anyone. So yeah, it all will be beautiful if not for the fact that I very well knew that she traced other people's artwork. And it finally came to the point where I was pissed about it. Pretty sure I also got to know the fact that Wolf was spreading lies behind my back or something like that. So I really was fed up. The drama began, writing very serious DeviantArt journals and all of that. If any of you ever was in a DeviantArt drama, you know what I'm talking about. Both Melody and that other friend that I mentioned were manipulated enough that they believed Wolf over me. I remember being so serious that I wrote to a lot of different artists about Wolf tracing people's artwork, and that included artists that Wolf stole a nickname from, which I think was pretty hilarious. She was getting a lot of messages telling her to stop, as well as some mean comments, so at the end of the day she deleted her account. Okay, so don't do this to anyone, but I even remember when I told my other friend about the whole situation. She was so pissed off, we both made troll accounts and were writing mean journals about Wolf. Quite pathetic, don't do this, but still I can't say that Wolf didn't deserve it. She made a new account, she was making MMD animations and drew mostly her own artwork at this point, but I remember that I caught her stealing this beautiful piece of mine. Okay, but imagine recalling this. Oof! Anyway, after a bit more drama, I'm pretty sure it all stopped. We barely talked. Same with Melody, Wolf barely even replied to her messages. And I remember that she even adopted some characters from me. That's pretty much it. To summarize it, Wolf was a jealous and manipulating teenager. She was abusive both mentally and physically towards others. She traced, copied, and claimed other people's artwork as her own. Basically, everything you don't want to be. After some time, everyone realized who she really was, and she pretty much got left alone from what Melody told me. 'Cause karma is a bitch! At the end of the day, most things worked out alright for us, and that's a fun little story that I think everyone learned something from. Like the fact that small teenage LUBIA will beat your ass up on DeviantArt. Alright, that's all. I hope you enjoyed the story. Cheers to Melody and Maya, I love you both. I hope you're having a good day without toxic people. And if you have any crazy toxic people stories on your own, you can drop them down in the comments.